Hi, and welcome. This is a movie to walk through the AOT226 Summer 2020 syllabus. The first thing we need to do in Blackboard is go to the Start Here folder, scroll down, and go into the Materials folder. Syllabus with Calendar is the file that we want. I'm going to click on it. I'm using Chrome, so it's at the bottom tray. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to enable it. And then let's just make this one page, and I'm going to zoom it up for us. All right, so this is the syllabus. There's two parts to it. One is the master and one is the course. The master syllabus is identical for every section of AOT226, and then the course syllabus, the class syllabus is my particular class's information. So this class is AOT226 Microsoft Excel. It's a 3-credit, 4-contact with 2 lecture, 2 labs. You're all in here, so you obviously pass the prereq, which is ITD 100 or proficiency. There is no co-req, and it is not TAG or CTAG or OTM approved. This course increases knowledge and skills to create and edit worksheets, use formulas and functions, sort and filter detailed data visually, and present summary information in a consumable and professional format. Students have the opportunity to master the advanced functionality of Microsoft Excel and to apply those skills to business and personal applications. Although the basic functions of Excel will be covered, areas of focus include creating graphs and charts, using financial functions and analytical tools, linking worksheets and workbooks, importing and manipulating data, using macros, which is the automation of tasks, and using auditing tools. Upon completion, students should be able to demonstrate proficiency in using Microsoft Excel. So that's a lot of stuff, and we do it all, and it's a lot of fun. So hopefully you'll find it as enjoyable as I do. I really enjoy Excel. So our general learning outcomes here at the college, there's 6 what we call GLOs or GLOs, and they're areas that courses need to address at a general level. And in this particular course, we cover 5 of the 6 general learning outcomes. The one thing that we don't focus or have an assessment on is global and diversity awareness, but it's always something you want to keep in the back of your mind. The objectives for this course are, there's not many listed, but there's a lot behind it, right? Okay, so the first one is apply spreadsheet software to a variety of business and personal applications. And then notice next to it, it's got GLO 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That when you see that term GLO, that refers to which of these standards that objective meets. Understand the importance of security of information and problems related to it. Create, edit, save, retrieve, and print spreadsheet information. Demonstrate skills that are needed for the Microsoft Office User Specialist Certification Test in MS Excel. So if you get through this course and do decent in it, you should be able to sit for that Microsoft User Specialist Certification Test and have some comfort that you know the skills that you can achieve a pass on that test and get certified. I do want to mention these are some of the policies and procedures that are on the books from the college that really interest students or are student-oriented. If you have any issues with any of these or want more, it's in My Stark State Policy and Procedures. So these are all, it's a subset. There's a lot more policies. And just to let you know, you as a student have rights, and this is where those rights are documented. DSS, Disability Support Services. If you have an accommodation that allows you perhaps to have time and a half on a timed test, please let me know, get me that accommodation letter, because we do have timed tests in here in SimNet, and I want to make sure that you get your accommodations as needed. Computer use, we're not really in a classroom, but you can read that. Student resources, these are all things that are out on the website that are available for you as resources. If you have any questions about any of them, let me know. Just wanted to make you aware of those. All right, so this is the class part of the syllabus. So this would be about my particular class. So once again, here's our CRN, and it is a Web3. We're completely online using Blackboard and SimNet. This is my name, Helen Mandelinich, and office hours, I really don't have any set ones during the summer. All you would need to do is email me and request it, and I'm fine. Of course, I won't be in the office. We would do it virtually using either Collaborate or Zoom. Here's my extension at the college, but once again, I'm not really there during the summer. I'm really only online, so your best bet would be this right here. Email me at hmandelinich@starkstate.edu. I prefer that you email me here rather than inside Blackboard. It's much easier for me to see your email and respond to your email in a timely fashion when it's external to Blackboard. Here's the required material, and I sent an email out about this earlier. There's 2 ways you can get the materials. Option one is the physical book plus the SimNet code. So that comes, so no matter which option, you get the e-book and the SimNet code, the SimNet system. Option one, along with that, you get a physical book. So if you like to have that physical book, then get option one. If you're okay reading online and just having it in an electronic format, get option two. What you need in addition to the code, and let me back up here a second. This SimNet access, so that'll come at bundled. Don't throw that away. Don't get it used. You can't use a used. You have to get the new code. If you don't have, let's say, the funds right now to get it at the start of the class, that's okay. SimNet will allow you to have a 14-day courtesy access, which means you can set the account up, start working, and you have 2 weeks to try and get either the ebook SimNet code option or the physical book plus ebook plus SimNet code. Okay, so what else do you need? You need Office 2016 or 2019 or Office 365. You cannot complete this class using Chromebook. You have to have a Windows operating system. It's not recommended for a Mac user, but I certainly have people that have been successful. Just let me know if you're using a Mac, because there are some things that are different or you're not going to be able to do, and I just want to be aware of who that is. I keep a list of my Mac users. I also have I have many computers, but I do have 2 Macs, so I can certainly help you through. So part of the challenge with the Mac is things aren't in the same place, and they may not be called exactly the same thing. So if you reach out to me early, when you're struggling in your assignments, I can find it for you, or maybe tell you that you can't do that. You're going to have to skip that part. The only thing that matters really is the pause and practice, which I hand grade. So if you let me know that you're a Mac, then I'll take that into account. So like if the font's a little bit different or the colors are a little different and you have a Mac, that's the explanation. The SimNet stuff, they provide Mac instructions for you. So the only instructions for the Mac that you don't have for Mac is the pause and practice. All right, so what do you have to do in here? There are the SimBoot chapters. So this is what we call the Let Me Tries. And you would want to watch the Let Me Try movie to see fully about that. This is done while you're reading through the book, and it's practicing what you read. And this is done in SimNet. Pause and practice is the thing that's submitted in Blackboard, and it's the assignment that as you're going through the chapter, you're going to pause and do a little practice, keep reading the chapter, use that same file, pause, do some more, read some more, pause, and add more. So it's going to build a file that you submit at the end into Blackboard. this is the item I hand grade, you only submit this once. Oh, this is wrong. This should say 3. So in the guided and independent, those are your like homework labs, and these are in SimNet. I also have a movie for how to do that, guys. So there's a movie for the Let Me Try, there's a movie for the Pause and Practice, and there's a movie on the guided and independent. On this one, you get an immediate score, and you have 3 attempts for each project to get the best score. So what you would do is you would, excuse me, you would work through the file, submit it to SimNet, get your score. Let's say you got a 87 and you really want better than that. You take your same file, you make the changes that SimNet is giving you the feedback on, you submit it again. Maybe you get like a 96 and you want to try one more time to get that 100. Do some more work on that same file, submit it a 3rd time, and maybe you get 100. But let's say you go back down to a 92, and it will take the highest score. So let's say you went 87, 96, 92. It would take the 96, even though that wasn't your last submission. It's your highest. And then there are 3 tests that are 30% of your grade. So your labs are a huge part. And so that's why it's really important that you submit them more than once to try and get that best score that you can, and then that will help you achieve good scores on these Excel tests. So there's one after chapter 4, one that has 5 through 7, and then the last test is just over 8 and 9. It's pretty short, but all 3 of them are equally weighted as 100 points. And then you have this participation and professionalism. So that's that beginning academic honesty quiz, getting everything on time, just general etiquette in the course, 5%, 50 points. And then there are extra credit opportunities throughout. And this is actually just a subset. I added some more. So you could really achieve more than what's there. So 90 to 100, above a 90, you get an A, above an 80, B, and so on. Okay. All right. This is Julie's stuff. So read through this. Everything's due at 11:59. So whether it's the Let Me Tries or the Pause and Practice or the Independence, they are all done at 11:59. So I'm going to scroll on down through here. I want you to read that, but I'm not going to read it to you. I want to get to the important part, which is, okay, so the withdrawal date is July 13th. But here's the thing about withdrawing, guys. This is the last time this software and this SimNet code is going to be used. So if you withdraw or fail this class this summer and you go to retake it, you're going to have to buy a new book and a new SimNet code, and that's expensive. So before you withdraw, please reach out to me and see if there's something we can do to get you through the class so you don't have to make that purchase again, because that is just not a good thing. Okay, so here's my list of assignments, right? And so I have these little boxes. So when you do an assignment, check it off. When you actually submit it, check it off so you know where you stand. So here's the item. Here's when they're due and what area, whether Blackboard or SimNet, you submit it. And I do want to draw your attention that these Let Me Tries, the Sim book, are due before the rest, right? So they're all due before the rest, because I want you to read the book and get those Let Me Tries done before you start on the other pieces. So let's go look at the calendar here. And it's kind of, usually during the semester, I have everything due like same day, right? But since this is such a compressed, we do have different dates that have, and that's why I do like having this on a calendar so you can get so class starts on the 29th. By Monday the 1st, do that start here thing. So get your SimNet set up, do these 2 quizzes, and then we're going to start chapter 1, and your Let Me Tries are due by the 4th at 11:59. So after this, then you're going to start working on your Let Me Tries. Let's say you get them done. Move on to this stuff that's due Monday the 8th at 11:59. Then we're going to start chapter 2's Let Me Tries are due on the 9th. All the rest of the assignments are due the 15th. The Chapter 3 Let Me Tries are due the next day. And then here's where it switches up. So Chapter 3 is due on Saturday. We start Chapter 4 on Sunday, and then it moves to Thursday because we need to fit in this test, right? So you have 2 days to get the test done. And I'll do another movie on the test techniques. And then we're going to do 5, right? Same kind of thing. And then when there's a test, it kind of gets a little messed up. And it ends here on the 25th. Right? Okay, that is just a quick overview on the syllabus. Read it, and I would print out this stuff at the bottom. I don't know that I'd print out everything, but I would print out this outline and the calendar so you can just keep track of it. All right, please let me know if you have any problems. Remember, email me at hmandelinage@starkstate.edu. Thank you.